Hello and welcome to Live Coding Happy Hour, the show where we do a demo without doing a demo. What I mean is we have a goal in mind and we're going to take all our skills and knowledge in this combined hosted environment and try and put something together and see how closely we get. But before we get into that, we have a tradition of doing introductions. Then we'll share what we're having. This is Live Coding Happy Hour, so we have a beverage of our choice at our disposal. And then we'll get into the fun. So hang on. If you're new to the show, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We appreciate it. My name is Chuck Tomasi. I'm a senior developer advocate, at least for, about 20 more days at ServiceNow. I am on my road to retirement, and this may very well be my last Live Coding Happy Hour, tiny violins as they were. Over to you, Earl.
At least while you're employed. Hi, everybody. My name is Earl Decay. I'm a senior developer advocate here at ServiceNow, alongside Chuck and Lauren and Pranav and Christy, our newest developer advocate. So you'll be seeing her face around here in due time, soon enough. But I've been with ServiceNow for 3 years and with customers for about 4 or 5 years before that. Then I will pass it over to Sharon.
Hello. I am Sharon Barnes. I am a developer at Novant Health, so a developer MVP with ServiceNow, but delighted to be here for this show with you, Chuck and Earl, and I will pass it on to our next. Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Kordick. I am a senior TC with GlideFast Consulting. I've been with GlideFast for about 2.5 years now. And I am also a 2024 community MVP.
Woohoo!
Hello, I'm Ashutosh. So I'm working as a platform owner and a technical architect in Netherlands with one of the financial institutes. I am also a developer MVP for multiple times. And a fun thing is the Premier League is starting, so I will keep supporting Arsenal.
Hi everyone, my name is Dhruv. I work with Ashutosh at the same company in Netherlands. I'm a developer MVP for last 3-4 years now. And 20 more days, Chuck. I'm gonna trouble you a bit more afterwards as well, if you allow.
I'm still here. I'll be on the sidelines watching. Now let's go around and do our beverages. I guess I started, so I'll start last time. It was rude of me. I should have handed it off first. I am having the Desert Daydream, which is sort of somewhat appropriate for where I live and what I will be doing. The Hazy IPA from Four Peaks Brewing. It is a very nice hazy. So we'll see how that tastes as we go. Earl, what have you got?
Nice. I have a Arizona hard mucho mango iced tea, hard iced tea.
More Arizona. Thanks for the tribute, I guess.
I actually thought about that. I was looking at my fridge and I was like, oh, this is the closest thing to tribute to Chuck as I can get. It's in Arizona. Okay.
Anyone else?
All right. I have with me a non-alcoholic Heineken. And it'll be my first time trying this, and I am looking forward to it.
I would have really been stunned if you had said like cactus juice or something.
Yeah, and I have. Oh, that's gonna be Drew. Oh yeah, okay. And I have a Whistler Pilsner, Whistler Brewing Pilsner. I'm excited to drink this one.
Nice.
That was my bad. I clicked the wrong button.
I have a non-alcoholic Affligum 0.0 blonde one.
What style is that? That looks. It's got. Does it say if it's a pilsner or?
No, it's Abdai beer. I don't know the English conversation of this thing, but it's not a pilsner.
It's beer. It's yellow. It's fizzy.
Yeah, it's yes.
And I've got my favorite summer edition Coke. It's a special.
Oh, back to the classics.
Oh yeah. I'm touched, Dhruv. Thanks for tradition. All right. Thank you, everybody. And thank you to the comments that are coming in. Keep that chat going. And here's our goal today. I mentioned we start with a goal in mind. I have an application that I built to help plan events. This started back in April, May. We have an annual tradition around here to have a summer pool party, and we invite friends from ServiceNow, friends from church, friends from all over the place. And I could never keep track of who did I invite, what did they RSVP, are they coming, how many people. It's just one of those tasks that just begged for some sort of record keeping and possibly a flow or two. So I built this out and we used it to plan our party. And now I've got a retirement party coming up. So I put some fictitious data into my PDI and brought the app over and said, let's try and get a mobile application. Because what happens is I send out the emails going, Jack, Evo, Quark, are you coming? And they'll email me back. But then I got to go back to my laptop, bring up the instance and, mark their RSVP record as yes, no, maybe. I said, that should be done on mobile because I'm often just reading the mail on mobile. I should be able to flip over. I know if somebody's saying, why don't you just have the email do it for you? We're getting there. All right. I don't need to make them logins. Then you get into anonymous portals and the whole thing. This is for my benefit at this point. They'll respond in the email saying, yes, we're coming. We're bringing 2 people. I need a mobile application that will give me the option to do one of 3 things. Yes, no, or maybe on their attendee record in as few clicks as possible. So I'm looking for one of those micro moments, as we used to call them, where you open up the app, you do your thing, and you get out. It's not there for setting up new events, and it's not there for, if we're really lucky and we get a stretch goal, we might put some analytics on the screen. I'll show you let's do a screen share here, Earl. Thank you. So nothing special, standard UI. I've got my retirement party coming up with a whole bunch of fictitious people invited. We know when it is. We know the RSVPs that's being kept track of in a flow. And I've got this donut chart that I showed you in the Did You Know video that came out recently. And down here are all the RSVPs. So I've got some yeses, I've got some nos, and I've got some pendings, which correspond to the sectors on this donut. All right. When Alistair here says, yes, I'll be coming. I change that to a yes, a flow kicks in and changes the RSVPs automatically up here too. Yay, you now have 6 people you can expect to come. And then after the event, I can put how many actually showed up. So that's the idea. I would like to do that in a mobile environment. I have not used mobile app builder or mobile card builder or many of the mobile tools since pre-pandemic. So the structure is pretty similar to what it used to be from the experience standpoint. You've got a navigation tab at the bottom. You can put something there. You can expose this in a number of ways. All I'm looking for is show me a list of events so I can drill into it. And then if we're lucky, we'll see some of these details and the data visualization with the donut chart. And then go to the attendees and say, yes, Alistair said yes, and let the rest of it take care of itself. That's what I'm looking for. I tried doing some basic research on how mobile apps work recently, but I realized our documentation and our information on Now Learning, at least the stuff I found, the on-demand Now Learning stuff is from Rome. That was a little sad. And it was put on by a product engineer, so it wasn't really training so much as technical dump. And it was maps of tables that will make your brain hurt. So I asked some of our MVPs and said, "Do anybody know some mobile that can help me with this?" And got these wonderful volunteers that we have on this.
Not me. I
episode
just
today.
click buttons. I don't know anything about mobile.
It's
Wait,
Friday.
so
So
have you
I
done
can
mobile
spell
stuff
it.
before this at all?
Have what?
Have you done any mobile work before this week at all?
I
Since-
did, but it was pre-pandemic. It was a long time ago. I would make some basic applets with some swipe actions on them, and I think I've done a footer function once.
And
So
I think that was all done in the mobile studios too.
it was the old mobile studio. So now we have mobile app builder. I had attempted last week to go into mobile app build. No, I started an App Engine studio and said, I know this will build a lot of the busy work for me. It made a lot of stuff, but it didn't really fit together well. I had a list of records, got confused on mobile card builder because I wanted the layout a little different than what they gave me. So I'm hoping we can bash out some of that and have a discussion of what we're doing and how it works so that others can watch this and go, I kind of get it now. And if we only get one of 3 swipe actions or tap actions or however we implement this, I did send Daniel some mock-ups of what I wanted to kind of look like or where we wanted to go. Hopefully you got those and they somewhat made sense. Yes?
They do. They make sense for what you want to do.
yeah.
Oh, good. So where do we begin? Should we start in App Engine Studio and build some of that skeleton first, or should we go right for mobile app builder? Or what's your philosophy on building mobile apps these days?
Since we already have the table structure here with like your event,
Yep.
we can actually just start writing the mobile app builder and go from there.
Great. I appreciate that. Mobile app builder. And it did say earlier, hey, there's a new version because my PDI is now running Xanadu. So it went out to the store and refreshed it. So hopefully we didn't introduce any new Xanadu bugs, but wouldn't be a demo if we didn't have some challenges like that. All right.
know,
So I'm guessing
the
we
narrator
need
is-
to-
That's
What?
the moment where the narrator goes, there were bugs.
okay, we have a party scope. And if you're interested, there is a party planner on my GitHub repos. I think I made it public. If not, I'll change it. If you have little events, it's like a little meetup app. It is what it is. But the attendees don't interact with it directly. It even has groups. I'll show you my groups later. Okay, so we start out making, I'm guessing, some screens.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, since that's the first thing. Are we building from the bottom up?
Are you
Yes.
expecting Daniel to walk you through it, or are you?
Yeah,
trying
yes,
to-
I'm
No.
relying heavily. Daniel is my crutch at this point.
Oh,
More
that's
like
right.
a
Well,
wheelchair.
Well, I personally like to start in the mobile app configs and start from there. Because
Great.
then I can actually see, and then I pick, am I doing it on mobile agent, now mobile? Like what?
All right, I have loaded, my mobile screen is here. That's me and my wife when we were much younger. Somewhere I have a fingerprint. I loaded the now mobile app. So we should
Alright.
probably target that since I don't have anything else loaded.
All right, let's open up I like to open up the app config and go and drill in from the app config. That's personally me.
Okay. Hey, you're the expert here.
Because then when you open up this view,
Yeah.
you can actually see like everything on your screen right here. So if you're actually trying to say you want to drill into, the home,
Right.
you can actually follow along on your phone at the same time. Where
Gotcha.
I'm on this screen, so now I need to go into the launcher tab and then click the next one and then the next one. So this
Gotcha.
is personally how I do it. I go from this tree view and then go from there when I do mobile development.
I'll follow
So if
your
you're-
lead.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm
if
assuming we want to edit this in the original scope, right?
well, you're trying to do as quick as possible. So you want to.
Do
I
global.
would say if it were me, I would be clicking on the navigation bar, the file and the navigation bar one down.
mobile nav bar.
Yeah,
Navigation.
right there.
There we are. Okay. Yes.
And we're going to edit an original scope, and we're going to go from there.
Okay. Name is going to be like party.
Oh, you You don't need to edit this one. We're going to add a new navigation tab.
A new navigation tab, which will be, oh, it's not lit up. I
Yeah,
can't do new.
that is interesting.
And maybe it's because I started typing.
No, let's just choose and see what we got.
Here. You are editing this in the Now Mobile application scope. I don't want to edit in Now Mobile, do I? I want to edit in the party scope.
Mobile
Yeah.
a little bit weird.
Should we try that again?
I think we need to clone this, right? Because it's same like UI Builder. Whenever we want to create something, we clone the out-of-the-box template. So kind of a best practice, isn't it?
Well, Now Mobile is built on top of so many different scopes. Like you'll have the service catalog for Now Mobile, and you'll have Now Mobile Agent, and you'll have a whole different bunch of different scopes that are built on top of each other.
You are viewing this record in the party application scope. I want all of these files to go into the party scope. So theoretically, why I still don't have anything I can light up as new?
Because we did not even.
Oh, I gotta go to nav bar first.
Mhm.
This is my common experience when going through Mobile App Builder.
It says, what do I do?
Because if I put it in the Now Mobile scope, it's not going to come along with, you know, my stuff to GitHub and update sets, etc.
Hey Daniel, real quick question.
Yes.
Understanding all of the stuff that goes into that left topography or hierarchy, I remember a long time ago when Mobile App Builder first came out, the product managers were really adamant about, like, if you just memorize how this hierarchy works or how this is set up and understand how this works, you'll basically understand Mobile App Builder. Is that still the case?
At that time, you don't have those cards or dart screens that advance.
I have some dusty old knowledge about, like, the functions and the data items, and I kind of remember how that's put together. But it's this getting started of, where do I put the screens? I know what a launcher is. How does it fit together? And we're already off to a bad
so
start.
open up your now. Open up the app on your phone. Actually, we can go from there. Let's start from there.
Okay.
And then we'll see, where do you actually want to put this launcher?
On
the bottom, right?
At the bottom, yes.
Okay, so we are going to be editing the Now Mobile scope, because that record, that navigation part, is in your Now Mobile scope. So you actually need to add it here. But the new button is not there, so let's choose and see what we got.
Choose.
So you've got that.
I could rename PM budget. I don't use that anymore. That's just on the PDI.
Nothing's there. Yeah, I guess we can do.
Let's say apply.
So when you add it here and then you save at the top corner and you refresh your screen, you're going to see that PM budget in there.
I still need to do a refresh like that, right? There it is.
Yeah. And then PM budget's
so
in the corner.
PM budget with a home icon. Lovely.
So now we just need to figure out why the new button's not there.
Yeah. Can't be an ACL thing. I'm in with an admin user.
Click on that those three dots in the top corner there, and you can actually also do this from the platform view as well, but just by clicking
platform. We're off to a rip-roaring start here. Okay. This record is in the PM budget application. Okay, so somehow that one got into its own scope, but we're not allowed to create a new one. Oops, I went back too far. Let's do that again. Open in platform. I can't create new.
Edit this record, click here. Let's try that.
Create new tab. That's what it was.
There we go.
Yeah, I do remember that. I thought that changed many moons ago. So nav bar, nav tab. I suspect I just create a new one. It's a launcher tab, screen tab.
It's going to be
notification.
Which one?
Notification one, I guess.
Either a screen or a launcher. Notification.
It should be screen tab.
Screen, yeah, because you're going to want to display a list of your records.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's do a screen tab. Would we call this the application name like party, or would we say this is going to be a list of events? I want to get this at the
Party
right
list.
list.
Party list.
Party list, yeah.
Party list. Okay, so it is a list of the events. Now it's asking for a screen, but we haven't defined a screen yet.
Let's put define screen.
We can't click the magnifying glass. There's no way to create this inside of a modal.
Mm.
Let's see what we can choose from. Not much. Nothing that I've got anyway, which makes me wonder if we have to.
Can we take
Screen.
Can we
Create
change
your
the
launcher screen first, and then you may be able to select it here on your new launcher.
All right. Where do we create the launcher
It's probably
screen?
back in App Builder. You can just switch
Okay,
on
let's
over
go back to App Builder.
And
We
then,
need a launcher screen.
So if you click on your little home icon on the top left,
Yeah.
and then go to
Screens.
screens and go new.
New. We want a list of stuff like that one,
List.
right?
Yep.
Okay. And we'll call this one parties, list of party events, data and filtering. It's mandatory. We have to add something, but I don't think we have anything to add here. Let's see what we get.
It should be your party table, like if there's any table that stores.
Party. Yep, that's my event. Here's a lesson to everybody. Don't call your table event. It's like request. Just don't do it. Okay, and I can put a filter here like active is true or state is future or something, so I don't get all the old stuff.
I think we need to select other table. This was auction, but you
Oh,
also
you're
had
right. This is the
party.
wrong event table. I missed. Here, let's see if our XSNC thing will work here. X under SNC. Yes, it does. That's
No,
an
it was
auction event. Where's
X
my party event?
underscore. It was, if you search with party, it was there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
Oh, and it's got the scope of, it's not XSN. I must have started this on the PDI because it doesn't live on the PDI right now anyway. State is future. Boy, I hope that's right. Okay. All right. And
You need to do a card layout, I guess.
I need to do a card layout, which I don't have, which would also bring me to mobile card builder. Yes. Okay.
You
This
can
is
also
hard to
pick
find
one of. You can also pick one of the out of the box ones.
I could pick one of the out of the box ones, but they don't have the fields that I want.
If you select
We
the
can make a new one, right? Can we make a new one?
Mhm.
I don't see a new.
These are just the templates you got to use and then you add the fields from there.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I don't need anything sophisticated. I just need the name and like the start date.
Maybe the
So
incident template, just to show extra details.
I don't need a picture. We need something simple. This is the card, how it will appear in the list, right?
how about
Yeah,
if you
there's that-
use this
there's that
template
topic.
21?
Yeah, template 21 or topic template 01B2. It just has name description all the way to the right.
And
Yeah,
you
I'm
think
gonna go with
about
this one.
This is
template
that one.
21, then you can add buttons like mark yes or mark no.
Party event listing. Okay, so I'm using this template and then I fill in the fields that I want in here, right? Default error here from pick. Okay. All right. Well, this is looking interesting.
All right.
Where do I put in the data and the labels?
So click on one of the values on the card,
On the canvas.
in the canvas of the card.
Okay, click
on the
click
canvas.
here, right?
And then you can see field type and then your mapped field.
Map to
down.
field. There we go. Okay. So let's put the start date in there. Oops. Well, I guess the date would. No, I want a label there first. Although I could put it on either side. Typically, we put labels. So this would be field label for start. This will be field value for start. This is what was hanging me up last week. This is going to be the field value of the name. Down here, we can have the number of RSVPs. This will be a field label of RSVPs. And this will be the field value of RSVPs. Okay, we have a card.
Yes.
Why are these lowercase? Oh, because they're the field names. Gotcha. Now, do we go back to here and now find our party card? Wah, wah. Oh, that's
No,
navigation tab. We're still,
it was
we're-
inside the tab. We were
we
trying.
didn't pick a tab yet.
No, we were trying to create it here, and then
We were
try
trying to create
add
it
a
here.
screen.
We
Yeah.
were? I lost track.
Yeah, we got to go new again.
New. Oh, that's right. And we were going to screen tab. We had parties. Screen was, we didn't define it though. Party, maybe? No.
Oh, are we done creating the screen?
Were we done creating the screen? I don't know. We had a
No,
card. We got detoured down here. What was that? Was the application? We don't need that. I was deleting something earlier.
We gotta go back
Where
out
was
now.
our screen definition? I'm mentally losing track of the hierarchy.
Just go back.
It was in the second tab. We have to go back,
Close.
I think.
Back.
On the,
This was
I think it was on the app builder.
on the
Yeah.
app builder. But we lost our app. It dumped us into the card builder.
Oh, return to mobile app builder. Right
Return
there
to
in the top
mobile app
corner.
builder up here.
There we go.
Gee, that was easy. Okay, so we got our card. We're still defining the screen.
And then we got create at the top corner.
And we don't need a functionality. We don't need to hide the screen name, hide filters. We'll just leave that alone. Create. Now we have a screen.
Now we have a screen.
So we can go back to,
Oh, you closed the launcher tab. So we got to go back out and open up that launcher tab again.
close that, open the launcher tab, which
So
was
the configs,
mobile app configs, now mobile.
you actually may be able to pick it now if you hit that navigation bar.
You mean in the mobile
And
app?
then- yep, right there. Oh, if you click navigation
Oh,
bar
here.
and you edit in original scope and choose.
How come it doesn't list it?
Oh, still didn't change. Okay.
No, it didn't.
Now we are in screen, so first we need to add screen, then tab. So if you open it in platform view, then I think
And then you can create it.
Open in platform view. Oh, right. Okay.
That was
That still feels like a hack that you're going to go to the platform view.
and it works.
It works.
no. We need to create a tab. We need to create a new tab.
We were creating a new tab
Indeed, and now we need to.
because we were
Our
creating a
screen.
screen.
Yeah.
Where's my party screen?
Where's that
That's
party
what we
screen?
were working on, right? I thought we had that built. We were over here. We built the screen.
We did. Maybe that's still loaded in the cached for the old.
Navigation bar. Where's the thing that shows me where my screens are?
On the home, I guess. Yeah.
Home, screens, parties.
Parties.
Okay, we built the party screen, which should give us a list of parties. Yes, that's lovely. I don't need a tour right now. You think it might be cached?
Could be cached.
Oh, good old cache.do to the rescue. All right, close that. Open in platform. That's the screen in platform though. We want the mobile app config in platform. We were
Yeah.
making a original scope. I'm starting to understand at least where to go. Something tells me we're not going to get to the stretch goal today.
Once we get this part, and it goes quick after that.
I sure hope so. Okay, we want
To
No, I opened up the wrong thing in platform view, didn't I?
You have to go to the nav bar and then open it.
Yeah, the nav bar. All right, you were there.
Oh, I was there. Okay.
Yeah. Now mobile.
Edit and scope, nav
Nav
bar,
bar.
edit
Edit
and
and scope.
scope, original platform. Repetition, people. You should have it by the time we get to the end of this. You'll know exactly where to go like I do.
Click. Yeah.
Create new tab, mobile tab, nav, create new screen, label, parties, screen, parties. Yay! Celebrate, take a drink.
There we go.
I'll celebrate the little things right now. Icon, we had some choices. Probably don't want home. We want.
Agile?
What do you want?
No, it's
Party? No.
The
Horn?
list.
List? Oh, right.
Boring.
Where's list? Boring. Sharon's just ripping on our design ideas. All right, I can't get much with
Let's
star.
do
There's
do
no
the bag.
magnifying glass to
Just
do a
pick
lookup.
bag.
Bag,
No.
yeah,
Bag.
bag.
Maybe
Nice.
if you type,
So we'll change it later if we can find it. All right.
if you
Submit.
type Chuck, it will show you bow.
Order 100 because everybody types 100. All right, now you theoretically, right? We should have something new here. Ooh, under more, we have parties. And we have 2 in the future, which is correct because the pool party is not showing up here. We know when they start. We know, and if we can't tap into them yet though, so we have to hook up some kind of action, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
now we got to do a record screen on top of that.
Now we
We
do
do
another
that.
screen. So let's
On
go
top
back
from-
to
Mobile builder.
mobile app builder. But we need to be, this stuff should be in the party scope now. I feel like we've done what we need to do with the nav tab. That
Yeah,
bothers
so
me
now-
that it's not going to be there if somebody loads this on there.
Now you can scroll down, and you should be able to see on the tree view your
Settings.
parties at the bottom.
I'm scrolled. You want me to do a screen refresh? Because it wasn't there. There we go. Parties. Finish loading. Okay, parties list screen. So we need to create a new. Again, we don't have.
So now, if you noticed, if you go to the top, you're doing all the editing in your scope now for this.
Right. You're
Yeah. So
talking
now
about
all this
right.
information is going to be in the same scope for your parties.
Okay. So you said we need to add a record screen.
Yeah, I think first you will go home, create a screen, and then on your party screen, you
Home,
will put the
Create
destination
a
there.
screen. New. Is there a record screen in here? Record. I'm right on it. Just keep reading the list, Chuck. Okay, so this is going to be we'll call it a party, even though it's an event record. Nothing in mobile has to match. Display. Yes, there is some sarcasm behind that comment. Just ask me what a UI action is sometime. Prefetch, I would think. Sounds good, right?
Prefetch. Why not?
Okay. Using a card.
And choose your card that we created.
We didn't create one for the record, though. So we should probably create a new one, right?
If you'd like, yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
You're leaving it way too open-ended.
If you'd like.
Okay, so this one's going to have a little more detail, I guess. Because
Next time Chuck asks a question, just say maybe.
it's up to you. It depends.
If you'd like.
Is there one that we should look at if we want to put that data visualization on it somewhere? I don't know if that's, or if that's is that a different section?
Um,
I'm just thinking ahead if we wanted to put that on, should we save a space for it? Should we use a template that's ready for that or not?
I would say if you scroll down, there was one with some background or some color. Yeah, the selected employee or this the end user.
Selected employee. That one's got an image,
I can put on
but it's
your.
not really a data visualization. It looked more like, or is that what we should pick? This one's got videos. I've never put a data visualization on there, but I don't want to get caught off guard and go, oh, you got to make a new card, make a new template. I like this. You've reached the end of the list. All right, we'll start simple. We'll start simple. That was a stretch goal anyway. Maybe we'll do a part 2 when I come back and.
No, so the card, yeah, so I just flew in now, but the card is just going to be the card for your record.
Okay.
So when you click into it,
Yep.
you're going to be able to see this is the information from the card.
All right.
And,
well,
then you define your field
relatively-
values under it.
Relatively simple. Again, I can change the layout later, right, with the card builder. Something simple.
Template, RITM template.
RITM template. I did a find. I found 5 of them, and it didn't point me to any of them. There we go. Too many fields. Too many fields. Let's just go simple. I know we're wasting a lot of time on this. Let's just go template 07. Done. Oop. Did I pick it? No. Let's pick a static contact.
Right there. Value, right there on your mouse. Static contact detail.
There, without image.
Beautiful.
Use
Without
this one.
image.
Great.
Here we go.
Party record. Short description. Yes. Table. Party. Event. And then we have to tell it which one to use. If I remember right, there was a parameter passing thing that happens here. So let's do field value again. We'll put start on there just so we know which one it is in case we have a pool party next year. And this one will be field value for description. Name. Description has all the HTML in it. We don't want that. Okay, done. We have a record card, which we need to put on the record screen, right? So we're done with
We have to
mobile
link it.
card builder. Return to mobile app builder. Don't need to tell me twice. We have our card. We don't really care about the icon. We don't care about data item. What do we hook up next? How do we get here by using a
You need to
parameter
pick a
value
data,
or something, right?
data item now.
Yeah. Where's the data item stuff?
You scroll up. It's up.
Scroll up.
Data
Without-
item.
Now down.
Under card, under icon, I guess. No,
Is it?
scroll
No, keep going down.
No,
Down,
go
down.
down.
Data item. There
right
we go.
there.
Okay. Do we choose or do we new? We didn't build anything, so I'm assuming it's new.
Probably new.
But we don't. It is mentioned, right, that if we use a record card, we don't need data item.
What? Was that
Yeah,
mentioned?
you're
somewhere?
Yeah,
this is
if
where
you-
you're building. You're building the whole record screen though.
Exactly. So if you are using already a card, we don't even need to do this data
But
item thing.
you need to do the screen mapping. Like from the first screen, you need to set the destination to this screen. If I recollect correctly.
but
Yeah, somewhere there was,
it's not here.
it was basically passing the sys when you tap it on the list so it knows which record to open up.
You might want to go to your previous screen and have a look.
Okay, let's leave that. Go to this screen.
And if you scroll down, there should be a destination something.
Advanced top input UI parameters. That's for legacy. Nope. All I'm seeing is the screen segments. Data item.
But on the left, do you have? Yeah.
State is future. Offline condition
I think
parameters.
it's list under list item config.
The last part. No, on the left side, the last.
List item config. Okay, last section there. Okay. Card, legacy. We already looked at this. We'll get to this because we have another list of the attendees.
Yeah,
that's
so yeah, I
going
think
on
You
this
wanna go on
on
the
this form.
parties card, maybe just click on that party's card.
Party's card. All right, there's our template. This is just defining the card.
Yeah, so it's on the list item config, I believe, and then you choose your embedded screen and choose.
Okay, that's what we're missing. So, new record screen. Okay, so this would be a
Party
party
card.
prefetch card. Choose, hopefully. Did we already have one? Does it remember? Party record. There we go. I probably should have named the other one better. We've got that. Icon. Don't need an icon because we're just picking a list. Data item. Isn't this where we now pick which record? Or is it automatic? Ashutosh, you seem to think it was automatic. When you tap it, it knows what record to open up. Yes?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I would think so. Let's test it.
But you were muted the whole time you were trying to talk. I watched you going.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
well, Sharon says let's test it.
Yeah, Sharon says
Okay.
let's test it. Let's test
So
it.
let's could not load the document. That's not a good sign. Let's go back to
You know what I like to do from here is open up a different item config, like ITSM mobile agent or the now mobile one, and then get the
But-
structure of what's missing.
Let's try one
there's
thing
the
on this
out-of-box
screen.
examples. I see. Well,
So
let's just try.
you got built-in examples. You can just
Hey,
go right back
Sharon
out.
wasn't too far off. Let's try it. Look, I went more
Parties.
tapped into the podcaster meetup, and I got the header information. Yay. Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. Now what we'd like to do is have an analog to our people list here, right? So we can, that's where we want to know who responded.
So another card in this screen.
So we need a
Set it.
screen on the screen. Right.
I
Card
think we
on the
need,
screen.
if you scroll up, there is a record screen segment. A bit down.
Really?
Down.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
here.
at that. This is where you put your related lists, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Record screen dynamic record.
It's up to us. Let's do dynamic.
Because it's a related list. It's got to be connected to the parent record, I would assume. Okay, we'll make that 100.
And
It's
then
active.
embedded screen.
Embedded
Below.
screen. We haven't defined the screen, though. We need to go and make
No.
that list of people records, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so can't save that yet. We
You
need
can click new right there. And I think you might be able to do it from here now.
to create a new screen. Related lists, yes?
Do you want a list or related list? Like,
It's a related. The people is a related list of that record that we just tapped into. Much
Yeah.
like
yeah.
when you drill into the event record, there's a list of people that you invited to that. So this would be a related list. New related list screen. We're going to call this the people list for an event, for a party. All right. True live coding fashion here. Okay, it's coming from the attendee table.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it's coming from the attendee table, but we need to filter that on the parent record somehow. How do we get the analog to like that?
Let's save it. Let's save it, and then maybe there's something else that shows up.
Roll down now.
Related list.
Mapping? Yeah, mapping.
Maybe relationship. No results found.
Do you need to build a relationship on the platform to make it work?
This method is for connecting related list items to their corresponding record screens. So use it to help users view the details for individual items on a related list.
So it's the next step, I guess. Then
I think so. Feels like it.
yeah, if you just refresh and see if it is how it is working, it might be maybe automatically get synced up.
Okay, let's go home, refresh, more. Parties, retirement. I got no related list on there yet.
Okay.
Let's go back up a level to dynamic record screen. Maybe there's something in there.
Yeah, something feels missing here.
There was something fetch type. I don't know if we missed it. So if you click on the embedded list,
You think? Save. Empty record has.
It's the one down and empty. If you go to your tree view again over in the it's the little
it's
red
mad
icon
at this
there.
one.
Yeah,
It still
mad
it
at
still
that.
wants this.
Just click the three dots and delete it.
Deleted. Okay.
And now save.
Now we give it a shot.
Now give it a shot.
The mock-up screen here is looking hopeful. Refreshing, nothing. Okay, let's go back to home. I seem to remember once upon a time it was best to refresh from home. Parties, retirement. Nope.
Just wondering if it is that relationship thing.
So where do you build the relationship?
Platform view?
Yeah, I'm guessing platform because of the regular relationship stuff for
Can't open in platform yet.
I was thinking, like, do we really need this dynamic record screen? Because on that particular screen, if we add a card, that might solve.
On the dynamic record screen, if we add a card.
No, not on the dynamic record, but the party screen itself.
This one?
Yeah, under this, like on the same level.
Or this one? Record screen segments. Are you thinking here?
Is there any
segment? I mean, I'm kind of looking at the template on the left, on the right as well. Let's see. Record screen, dynamic record. That's what we did. We added a dynamic record. A dynamic record screen.
Card as well, right?
We've got the card and we got the dynamic record, which we added and brought us here. Now we have
what is in the segment? Dynamic segment.
Dynamic segment screen. Table. Was it attendee? We'll just do party. It's the top one anyway. New data item. Okay, let's call this people attendee list. I'm losing track of what I'm calling things. From the attendee table, group by, don't care, condition type. Now the condition is going to be where the event is.
You have the data. You have
dynamic. It needs to be dynamic. This may be a pale picker, right? No, that's not a pale picker. Darn, I was so hopeful. How do we get it to be dynamic? We're close.
Or it might work automatically.
You're really optimistic.
Do we have options for the operator?
Do we? Is dynamic. No results.
I would say just trust the optimism and give it a shot.
You just want like is empty? That's not
no condition.
No condition. Okay. My guess is going to show us too much. Or do we use a parameter? I think we need to build a parameter, and then the parameter shows up here. I'm going back to like old memories here. Event ID type string, because everything's a string. Parent type onto. We haven't put anything into SG data item. I don't know what that gets us or not. Okay, so we have this. See this little symbol here? Event ID? Yeah. I think that's going to feed into the condition. Attendee list has a condition, and then we get event ID. I don't think it has a value yet. Event is event ID. Whoa, that was some seriously old knowledge from a whole different UI. I surprised myself, but I don't. We didn't define what
is event ID?
this event ID value is. Default value. It needs. Can we open this in platform view? What does that get us? See it.
The same
I
stuff.
feel it needs like a meta character. Or do we just put in
Or we can
event
see if
access
that,
ID? I mean, do we do like this?
or maybe we can see if that parameter is also visible on the record screen to parse the ID in the mobile app builder.
Okay, so run me through that again. On the record screen?
So, yeah, I'm
Record
now
screen.
thinking about parent-child relationships. I was just thinking like if we get that parameter somewhere on the new list string or the record ID, can we go to the, on the left side, you have party
Right.
record,
Right.
and then you have the static,
Card
and
template.
here there is nothing for the parameters. And what happens in the dynamic record screen? Do we get on the left side you have the empty one here, and here in the embedded list where we were not getting any relationship.
Right. You thinking we get a relationship now? No,
I'm
because
just
that's
thinking.
I'm still saying just give it a shot. Removing that
just
control.
give it a shot. All right, let's delete this. We'll save. If that doesn't work, we'll use Daniel's idea to go look at an out-of-box example. Okay, apparently this is all saved already. Let's go here. Refresh. No, I don't think we finished building
Yeah, the event.
the form that has the dynamic section in it. Like,
Yeah, because we didn't build cards for
right.
that.
What's that inter?
Well, we have a party record. We have this. We started building the list of records. Yikes. Let's go look at where are we going to find this ITSM?
Oh, I'm looking right now for something.
Oh, okay. He's looking for an example.
But let's keep going, and we'll figure it out. Once I find something, I'll let you know.
I lost track how we're going to get back in.
Or maybe in the meantime, you can start building the what we call the cards for this.
Budget parties. The screen bag I got. How did we? I lost track. How did we get back into our?
You are at the right place.
Oh, great. Now I have screens for parties and party. Okay, so this is the list screen. That's the record screen. That's where we were, right? Okay. Mobile card builder, empty, dynamic. Does it say empty? Give it a name.
And there were two types, right? Chuck, one was dynamic record.
Screen. If you create two or more, if you create more, they're all accessible in the overflow menu, iOS only, by swiping, Android only. So we're trying to build a screen segment that has a list stream in it. And each one of those is going to have this list. I'm just logically going down this hierarchy, figuring out where it needs to go. We didn't define what event ID is, but that's kind of cool.
Just try hard coding it, like if it gives some value.
No, we could. We could try. Like just say it's the retirement party. Save. Nope. Nope.
What if we delete the dynamic record screen and only use the record screen? So yeah, that part. So everything below it, because there were two options.
Delete record.
And now let's build a
On
new
the card, we want to build a new.
You wanna
change the scope.
no click on record screen, I guess. Then you will be able to.
We're on the party record screen. Oh, okay. Right. We need a record screen segment, right? We need to add a segment here.
Yeah. And the left one.
Record screen segment. You know what? I think we probably took a wrong turn.
Details. Let's choose a details one.
Attendees, what did we call it?
People.
Parties? No.
First, it was the
People. Yeah, it was the people list in a party.
Yeah.
Ooh, good thing we already had that one. Okay.
Save test.
Save test.
Save test. We're running out of
Save
time.
test.
Save
Save
test.
test.
Save test. We'll call it a day. We haven't done anything with actions yet. Darn. Nothing there. I think we're still missing something here. Party list of people. That's attached. Icon related list mapping. No. Oh, we're so close. Just to getting a related list on a screen. Is there anything in the chat that might help? Are people shouting at us at their screens?
No,
particularly.
they're probably doing the same thing we are.
It's on the border of making sense and getting something done.
It's so close.
Welcome to Live Coding Happy Hour.
It's there.
I hate to leave it at such a.
It's embedded list for sure.
It's an
Can you
embedded
imagine?
list for sure.
Chuck's
Yes.
last hosting is on a cliffhanger and he never comes back.
Going down in flames, people.
Um,
It's an embedded screen, right? Is that what you meant?
In that, yeah, and we have also created an embedded list inside it, so it should.
So document says first create a parameterized data item for your related list.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, where do we create a parameterized data item for a list?
Mobile app. Then
Top menu, UI parameters, legacy?
create
No, I don't
a
want that.
data item. So there should be a create a data item.
Data items, but we don't have data items on.
We have it at the top. The party data item. Can we assign something there?
That's a list config, segment screen.
The one more.
Yeah,
up.
there's data item here. Right there.
One more up.
Data
One more.
item. Okay. Did we already create one?
No, not here. We are talking about on the left side. You have party, and under that you have a data item. More top, three layers up on the left side.
That's a
One.
list config, item config,
One up.
data party.
Yeah.
But that's to tell the party list which record to open.
Exactly. So you need to be on the party
Here is the
record
parameter.
screen and create a data item, I guess.
Or do I
The
make a
parameter.
parameter that the other list can use?
Yeah, I think so.
This defines what table you want data from and what conditions must be met for the data to be displayed. That's what we did to say, here is the list of parties. We need something similar, not on this list stream. We want it on a
Party record.
new list, people list.
On that.
We need a party, we need a data item down here, but we don't have one.
It would be in the party record screen, I guess.
The record
Yeah,
screen.
Party
It's out there.
record screen, card, icon, alert data item. Yeah, I thought we tried that already, but okay.
All right, this is the last thing you get to try, and then we got to wrap.
All right. We want a list of attendees. We've been here. Event is, we don't have our parameter value. We need a parameter down here that says event ID, string default value. We still don't know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, just put
I'm gonna guess. When in doubt, guess. Can't lose. Okay, so now we have that. We can put in event is the event ID. Save. We still this feels a little wonky yet.
maybe on the
Oh.
record screen, you might want to add a property or something.
On the record screen, we want to add what?
Property or something. Like,
At the end, there should be a parameter.
That's what I was thinking too.
UI.
That's for the old stuff, though. This is a variable that affects how the field or UI element behaves. I'm trying to stay away from that because it says legacy. Input form screen. We haven't even done any input. All right, we're running out of time, so let's just throw a Hail Mary here.
No whammy, no whammy.
No luck.
No.
We still don't have a related
luck.
list. I'm close enough to keep banging on this on my own, though. At least I've got more of a mental map of where to go.
M squared in the chat says it looks like you need to reschedule your retirement. So you can
nice.
Hey, if the stock price keeps going up, I'm pulling that date in further. I have just enough days to reach out to the product team and go, what am I doing wrong here? Because after I leave, they're not going to listen to me anymore.
Well, in due time, we can have you as a guest to continue this episode.
There we go. I'll show you everything that went wrong on this episode.
And there are actually no dynamic form segments in ITSM Mobile or Now Mobile.
Not even like SLAs or anything? Okay, no dynamic form segments.
There's no screen segments, dynamic screen segments in all mobile records. I've looked.
They do have related lists on some of those records, though. We just need to look at how they implemented them.
Daniel, I completely forgot you went on that side quest, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I've been thinking like, where are these things? They gotta be here. Nope.
If we
I
never
couldn't find
figure
anything
out
dynamic.
to add the embedded list, why do we actually need a top section? Why don't we just have it, you click on the party and it takes you to the list of attendees?
That's a fair question. I would agree that we could just go right to the list of attendees because you really don't care about the details of the rest of it.
Here it
You
is.
still need to pass some kind of parameter of what record you opened so that it knows what related list, filter the list of all attendees down to just the right ones. That's where we need to get into that parameter data item filter.
We were actually there. It's actually the related list mapping. That one, and then you create a list screen under the mapping, and then you create a new screen segment, and then you'll get your stuff.
But we never figured out how to do that dynamic.
It's not under dynamic. It's under where we were the last bit.
When we were creating the list filter and it said event is, and you needed to put in the curly brace thing with the pseudo pill picker. That's
in there. That's in there as well.
Okay.
It's just like 7 levels down. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels down actually.
We're in the 7th level. Let's rate our drinks.
Hey Chuck, make sure to export this so that we can all investigate it too, or put it on a GitHub repository.
I'll be publishing it up to GitHub tonight. Again, part of it's going to be in the mobile app, where you've got the nav, so you're going to have to do that manually. But yeah, I'll publish it tonight. It's not going to hurt anything. I'll even put the update set of bogus data out there if you want. I just went out to Mockaroo and made some people and imported them. Okay, beer ratings. My Desert Daydream, I have to look at it because I've never ever bought this before. The Hazy IPA was actually pretty good. I only got about half done because I was busy talking. But I give it a solid 4. It would have been higher if we had some success.
I guess we should have explained the scoring too, because this might be
0 to 5. 0 being skunky, I think I'm going to puke. 5 being, I could drink this all day if it weren't for the alcohol.
And we do it in 0.25 increments.
Quarter point increments, yep.
And we add some points if we had some success during the show. I was drinking an Arizona Hard iced tea mango flavor. It's actually really good. 4.
Nice.
Non-alcoholic Heineken, and I could definitely drink this all day, so 4.5.
I got to say, the NA beers have gotten a lot better in the last few years. I've had the NA Heineken. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, the Whistler Brewing Mountaineer Pilsner, I'm going to give it a 4. It's pretty good.
Affligem 0.04.
Classic Coke, always 5.
All 4s and higher. That's a great rating.
It was a good day on the last day.
Real quick plugs before we head out. If you don't know, we're in the middle of the Xanadu content calendar. Go to devlink.sn/Xanadu to see all the different material we're putting out regarding Xanadu content. We want to also plug the World Forum. So search Google for ServiceNow World Forums, and you'll see a bunch of locations that the ServiceNow is going to for these little mini conferences around the world. A developer advocate will be at least one developer advocate will be at every World Forum. So if you want to hang out with us, check that out, and we'll be seeing you soon. Anything else on announcements before we all lavish Chuck with love and goodbyes for the episode? Anybody have plugs they want to put in? Cool. Chuck, the man of the hour, always the man of the hour. We're going to miss you on this show. You have, I don't know how many episodes. We never try to count it or anything, but the show has been going on for 8 years. And you've been a part of this team and different episodes the entire way. And it's going to be hard to think about these shows or this team without you. MVPs all jump on when they know we get to hang out with you. And from the technical mind to a stage presence to just a joyful, warm, welcoming spirit, we're always thankful for you. And this isn't going to be the last time you're on the show, so we'll see you soon.
I hope so. And whatever happens in the future with the shows, with the hosts, I'll be watching. I'm very excited to see what comes. If new people bring new ideas, and if some of what I've done inspires new ideas in the future, great. Let's bring them. Let's make this better for the community. Let's just all work together. I'm running out of words, so I'll just stop now. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Earl.
This is me struggling to figure out where the button is to. Good night, everyone.